Hey friends, Gary here, and today I want to share my thoughts and experience of this lens right here. This is the Sigma 18-50mm f2.8 for Sony E-mount, which has a very nice usable zoom range from moderate wide angle all the way to mild telephoto, and also large aperture that can help you to nail certain kinds of shots. I've been using the Sigma 18-50mm for a few weeks with my APS-C camera, the Sony ZV-E10, and in today's video I will answer questions like how good is the lens, what are the pros and the cons, how is the shooting experience, how is the image quality, who this lens is for, and many other questions. So let's find out more in today's video. Anyway, I want to begin by explaining where I come from, what I usually do. So first, I always have a preference towards gear that are smaller, lighter, more compact, but can provide great image quality at affordable price. And that's why I got the Sigma 18-50mm, because I think it is quite affordable. It's not cheap, but for the price that it's offering, you get a lens with specifications that will beat other lenses on the same price, and even lenses that are more expensive than this guy. This lens has a nice general purpose focal length range from 18mm to 50mm in APS-C term. 18mm is moderate wide angle, nothing too extreme, but still perfect for landscape photography, scenery photography, and environmental portrait. And then when you zoom it in all the way to 50mm, it's perfect for portrait and also for product photography and close-up shots. And everything in between, you can use it for street photography, for food photography, and other general purpose photography and video as well. The main selling point of the lens is the large f2.8 aperture, which is actually great for lower light shots because the larger aperture allows more light to hit the center. Also, it is great for getting that blurred background pictures, especially at longer focal lengths. I will show some sample pictures later on. This lens is also small and lightweight, another reason why I got this lens instead of the competitions of other general purpose f2.8 zoom lens for APS-C. So this guy, coupled with a smaller camera body like my Sony ZV-E10, I think it makes for a nice compact little package that doesn't really weigh that much, and also it's just nice and balanced overall. So this lens, I think, because it is small and light, it's also perfect for travel if you don't need any ultra wide or long telephoto focal length. Build quality of this guy is excellent in my opinion. I don't really know about the material, but it feels very solid, and then also there's no rattle when you shake the lens, and there's no loose parts, loose rings whatsoever. So it just instills confidence whenever you use this lens out in the field. The zoom ring is well dampened in my opinion, but it's not too stiff that it starts to hinder the operation. Same story with the manual focus ring. There's no other switches or buttons. It's just a simple, concise little lens that will perform well in the field. A couple of things about the specification that I want to mention is that there's a little bit of a weather sealing of this lens. I cannot really confirm it, but I don't feel confident enough about the weather sealing of this guy, so I won't be using this lens in a bad weather condition. Also, another thing to note is that there's no optical stabilizer with this lens. So if your camera doesn't have any kind of image stabilizer built in, then you have to keep in mind about that, especially for recording handheld video and for slower shutter speed photography. Now let's talk about image quality of this lens, and right away, this is my favorite part of this video because I'll get to share sample pictures taken using this lens for different kinds of scenarios, so you can see for yourself what this lens is capable of. Anyway, wide open at f2.8. Already I can see excellent sharpness. There's very little vignetting and maybe not at all. I cannot really see any vignetting by the way. And also there's no loss of contrast. Corner sharpness also very good at f2.8. However, if you want the maximum performance, then you should stop down a little bit to f5.6. But for me, I'm happy with f2.8, so there's very little need to stop down except to get extra depth of field. Backlight performance with the Sigma 18-50, I think it's quite good. There's no noticeable flaring or ghosting when shooting into a bright light source like the sun, so you can use this for backlight photography. There's also no loss of contrast when doing backlight photography as well, so yeah, that's good to know. And then speaking of background blur or bokeh quality, it is perfectly acceptable. Maybe not the best of the best, but for me, everything looks fine. The background blur quality looks very creamy and soft. It's not really that busy, and the bokeh balls looks very acceptable for me. There's not a whole lot of texture, so it's not really too distracting. Autofocus performance of this lens, I think it's really good for single autofocus, especially for photography. On my ZV-E10, it's quite fast and accurate and responsive. And for continuous autofocus, especially for video, it tracks really well and accurately. I don't find any problem with autofocus at all with this little lens right here. And another thing about performance, I'm quite surprised with the close focusing capability. You can really get close to a subject and feel it on the frame, so this is perfect for product photography. At 50mm, you can almost feel the frame with small things in front of your camera. However, if you zoom out to 18mm, you can almost do a macro wide angle kind of shot. It's very interesting, very useful. Anyway, let me summarize my experience with the Sigma 18-50mm. So, I think this lens is perfect for anyone who's looking for an upgrade to the 16-50mm kit lens, especially with a large aperture. That large aperture really opens up a lot of possibilities when it comes to photography and video. Personally, I bought this lens because I want to record plenty of B-roll with this guy, especially with my Sony camera because it has really great autofocus. But I don't see why you can't use this lens for photography. I mean, this is an excellent lens with a great focal length and again, large aperture that really helps for different kinds of shots. I think this lens is also a great option for travel because again, this is a compact and lightweight lens, and if you pair it with a smaller and lighter APS-C E-mount camera, you'll get a nice travel setup. The affordable price of the Sigma 18-50mm is actually another reason to get this lens. The other options for general purpose f2.8 zooms are actually quite more expensive, so this lens delivers plenty of bang for your buck. The only con of the Sigma 18-50mm is the lack of optical stabilizer, making it more difficult to get nice shake-free handheld video footage or for slower shutter speed photography without using tripod. But if you are okay with that, I think the Sigma 18-50mm provides great image quality, great performance at a great price in a small, lightweight package. It really aligns with my philosophy of camera gear. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all my thoughts and experience of the Sigma 18-50mm f2.8 for E-mounts. Hopefully this has been informative, interesting, and inspiring for you. So anyway, please comment down below what is your favorite f2.8 zoom lens. Let's have a little bit of a discussion down below. If you have any question, please comment down below as well and I will try my best to answer them. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. And if you want to support my channel even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below. Purchase my travel photography ebook on the description below as well, or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. Thank you and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.